Welcome to Paris, everyone. PSG, the European champions, take on Inter Miami. And it's a welcome return for the Parc des Princes for Lionel Messi. The Inter Miami captain returns to one of his old stomping grounds. Well, it didn't end the way he wanted. Here in the search of European glory. The pink of Inter Miami has filled that away end here at the Parc des Princes. Well, last time out at the Parc des Princes for PSG, it wasn't the best. Donnarumma on his way out at the end of the season. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho and Mendes the back four. Doué, Vitinha and Neves in the midfield three with Barcola, Dembele and Kvaratskhelia up front. Keep an eye out for Fabian Ruiz, Seni Meulu, Lucas Hernandez on there as well, and Goncalo Ramos on the bench for PSG. Well, Suarez has been here before too, with that fantastic goal against PSG a few years ago. Weigand, Viles, Martinez, Busquets, Redondo, Gressel, Messi, Suarez and Taylor here for Miami. Drake Callender in goal as well. And Jordi Alba in there too. Keep an eye out for David Ruiz and Benjamin Kremashi on the bench for Inter Miami tonight. And Taylor Allende as well. But Miami believe 3-0 win against Wimbledon puts them on 3 points alongside Bayern Munich and in a very good position to maybe qualify for that round of 16 as an unseeded side. But it's a tough ask, especially against European giants like Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich. But PSG kick us off at the Parc des Princes and we're underway for another game here in the Charity Cup. Here's Dembele, trying one already and wide of the mark. Well, Drake Callender there could see it wide. But PSG didn't have a good match day one here at the Parc des Princes. 4-0 loss to Bayern Munich and some very weird circumstances. It was quite weird and unfortunate maybe for PSG and their supporters. Of course, they made the Club World Cup final, lost out to Chelsea. Redondo, wide to Messi. João Neves gets in the way. Redondo gets the ball back. Here's Suarez. Wide to Robert Taylor. Gressel. Jordi Alba. Suarez. Trying to find Messi, but Nuno Mendes was in the way. Ousmane Dembele. Moving forward now for Paris Saint-Germain. Martinez. Busquets back to Alba. Well, you saw the shocking Group A the other night of Celtic beating Atletico. And Marseille going top of that group. And remember, you can donate, well, you can to justgiving.com/page/Westie TV for Mine, a fantastic mental health charity here in England and Wales. We're raising money for through this tournament. Every clean sheet, every goal, 25 pence added to the pot. So right now, 50 pence from 2 clean sheets. Get a goal, still 50p. 2 goals, we'll add another 25p on top of it as well. A minimum of 50p from every single game in this tournament. Here's Desiree Doué. Marquinhos. Vitinha, back to Barcola. Dembele again, trying one, and Callender with an excellent stop. Chelo Aviles. Redondo. João Neves on the left. Kvaratskhelia now inside the box for Paris Saint-Germain. Saved by Callender, bounces off and clear away. Doué, or almost. Almost for Desiree Doué. PSG's young stars, and he's was one of the magic men in the middle of the park for PSG last season. Scored twice in the Champions League final as well. That 5-0 win against Inter Milan. Of course, you can catch Inter Milan against Tottenham coming very shortly here on Westie TV. That Group F clash against the Giuseppe Meazza in Milan. Ousmane Dembele. And he's hacked down by Martinez, and that'll be a free kick for Paris Saint-Germain. And the referee will probably end up getting a card out. And she does, it's red! Oh! David Martinez might have just hurt Inter Miami's night. And considering some of the challenges we've seen so far this match day, that's a huge shock. And well, Robert Taylor's coming off. Messi and Suarez moved to a front two. Free kick now from Paris Saint-Germain, trying one. Calendar safe into his gloves, but Miami will be down for 10 men for the rest of the 60 minutes they need to play here in Paris tonight. Aviles, wide to Cielo. Messi, dispossessed by Nuno Mendes and sent to the floor. Kvaratskhelia. Ousmane Dembele brought forward, looking for Barcola, but not quite there. Cielo. Aviles again. Cielo sent right to Redondo. And Mendes. Well, 35 minutes played and the deadlock hasn't yet been broken. Inter Miami holding strong despite being down to 10. Messi, lovely play, and that's going to fall right for Redondo, who tries to keep it in. Suarez heads it down, but Pacho gets in the way. Barcola. Here's Barcola again. Dembele. Always wanted to score. Always going to score. Paris Saint-Germain lead here at the Parc des Princes. Smashed home at point blank. And Ousmane Dembele picked his spot perfectly. And the European champions lead Inter Miami. Here's Gressel. Miami kick off the kick us back off underway again. Jordi Alba. Well, Faf's about on the left-hand side and he's caught offside. And then Jordi Alba's pass. And well, that is tight. If the referee can see that, that is absolutely outstanding, because that's tight, very tight. Barcola played right to Hakimi. Hakimi knocking the ball in, and Clemashi clears. And well, half-time here at the break, the referee signals the end of the first half. And well, Paris Saint-Germain will be quite pleased with that, so will Ousmane Dembele too. Inter Miami frustrated with that red card early on. But half-time, PSG 1, Inter Miami 0. Ici c'est Paris for the second half. Here we go. PSG lead once again in the Charity Cup. The European champions searching for a big 3 points. Of course, it would mean that we'd see what happens with Bayern and Wimbledon tomorrow, but here's Fafa trying one, and Fafa with a header, and Donnarumma had to make a good save to deny him. Marquinhos, Vitinha, Achraf Hakimi, brought right and down the right hand side. Barcola chasing, Calendar getting there first though. Brought right to Messi, lovely touchdown, lovely jink inside. Suarez. Sergio Busquets. I think we all remember 15 years ago the FIFA World Cup in 2010 with Luis Suarez, that semi-final against Ghana. I think that's 15 years ago. Kvaratskhelia in now for PSG, blocked and sent away by Miami. Hard to think it was 15 years ago that Uruguay made the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup after beating Ghana in the quarter-finals on penalties. Suarez instrumental in that game and didn't play until the third place match. Good stop there by Donnarumma. Suarez trying another one. Here's Vitinha. Ousmane Dembele forward and right to Bradley Barcola. Barcola forward and Hakimi's there, but not quite enough. Chelo forward to Aviles. And PSG putting a lot of pressure under the Inter Miami defence. Jordi Alba. Forward and now Fafa's on a run. Fafa, that's surely a handball. And I think the referees allowed it to go on. How have PSG got away with that? I'm pretty sure there was a hand. Nuno Mendes. Ousmane Dembele scores at the other end, but Miami will be furious with the referee. PSG have a second though. Ousmane Dembele. Miami surrounding the referee, asking why it wasn't a penalty up at the other end. And well, Miami are infuriated. And David Beckham's speechless in the stands watching this one. He was invited back by Nasser Al-Khelaifi for actually invited at the Club World Cup in that round of 16 fixture, which was 4-0 to PSG. Here's Fafa again. He's been quite a light and it's coming on. Donnarumma. Desiree Doué forward to Bradley Barcola. PSG on the counter again. Ousmane Dembele brought to Kvaratskhelia again. Kvaratskhelia 3-0. PSG look to have finally unlocked the chest of goals that they've been after all game long. Kvaratskhelia. The Georgian forward scores again for Paris Saint-Germain. Dembele with an assist. And well, that's probably game, set and match now. Miami will be probably looking to try and limit the damage. But they're furious, I'm sure, that penalty decision didn't go their way. The referee did play on after that handball. I'm pretty sure it did touch the hand of the defender. But it's turned the tide in their Charity Cup hopes. Suarez to Messi, brought wide to Chelo. Whipped in. Here's Fafa wide. Not quite there for Miami this time. And well, Lucas Hernandez will come on for William Pacho. And I believe that is Benjamin Cremacci coming on for Julian Gressel. Cremacci, one of the young stars of the MLS out in the States. And 2 minutes of added time. Kvaratskhelia now. Trying to hold back the shirt of Mendet Chelo. Calendar. Kvaratskhelia, and that was a tight one. For PSG have got 3 points and 3 goals in the Charity Cup. Remember, you can go to justgiving.com and add to the pound from this game is raised. Justgiving.com/page/Westie TV for mine. You can go and donate there. But PSG, 2 goals from Dembele, 1 from Kvaratskhelia. A perfect day at the Parc des Princes. Now go to Wimbledon in the next match day. And Bayern will host Inter Miami. With PSG 3, Inter Miami 0. Full time at the Parc des Princes here in the Charity Cup.